Okay, everyone, how you doing? So, I'm showing you the one that I bought. I got it with the lens. It comes with the lens 24 to 70, and it's an f2.8. Excellent lens. Um, Got that for about $1,700, and the camera is usually about, I don't know, 5,000, something like that. Uh, the pair is like over 7,500 or close to it. But I got it for $3,000 because it was used. And I want to show you there's two different styles. So this is the one that I have that you're looking at. The other one is the sport module. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong one. Go over here. Yeah, okay. So this is sport module. It's gray, stuff like that. Um, some people like that. It's the reporter. I got this one. So it says material number 1080, 880. So that's, I guess, the leather. All right. And if you look at this one, I don't know if it's that or this is a little bit, it might still be black, but this is kind of a gray, green. I don't know. And it's black. I like the black. So we got two dots. Yeah. So right here is the latch where you remove the lens, and you have to remove the lens cap too. Um, I'm still learning about the camera. So if we scroll down, there's a better view of it. There's technical data, but they got it all right here. So it's a full frame camera. It can do a crop mode, and you have a buffer memory, type of different cards that you can use with it. Um, Full aluminum and magnesium, splash water protected, IP54. I think that includes dust, the bayonet. So they have communication between the lens and camera. I'm going to show more. Okay. So I work from -10 to 40 degrees centigrade. I think that's kind of like what? Uh, 0 to 100? Something like that. I don't know in Fahrenheit. But it's a 2.0B HDMI, USB 3.1, Type C. So it's a USB-C, all right, but it's a USB 3.1, so it's a slower one, okay? Not the newer type of the USB or, yeah, Type C. Uh, Quarter-inch for the tripod. There's the dimensions. 840 grams without, 920. So it is built like a tank, and it's heavy. And the sensor size, full frame, is a 24.6, like my Z6 II and the ZF, and a couple other cameras that I have. But see, in APS-C crop mode, it's 10.6 megapixels. And that's what a lot of companies should be doing on the sensor size when they show about their product. So it's 6K, but I've seen some 7K down sample too on different things. So I got to look at that. Um, they got a RGB color filter. Kind of put a space in there. UV-IR filter. No low pass filter. Hey, must have been on a typewriter. And that's the processor, Maestro 3. It'll do raw data, JPEG. Video is MP4 or MPEG 4, and they also do movie. All H.264, but now I see H.265 with the firmware update to 6. 14-bit, 12-bit super high continuous shooting if you're, and then JPEG is 8-bit. So I like doing it in the raw format for Leica. So the file size is usually 44 megabytes, which is pretty big. It just, on the JPEG, it just depends. Max file size is 96 gigabytes. So apparently, if I look back up here, where they have the spaces, what I talked about before, I think it's the L or the I, they have a space in between. Yeah, filter, I and L, okay? So if you come back down here, I and L. So anyway, now, 35 millimeter, that means full frame, okay? But that's cinematic right there, 17:9. It's 4K, and that's the true 4K right there, okay? Not, what, 3840 by 2160. It's 4096 by 2160. They got 6K, all right, 35 millimeter, 17.9 ratio. This is 16.9. They're showing the different ones. Sensor range, full high definition. And then the movies, so they can do 60 and it's at a crop. But I can't remember if cinematic is a crop and then the regular 4K. I don't know. I can't remember. But one is and one isn't. I think the 420 is not cropped. The 422 is. So, yeah, there you go. All right. So this means it's cropped. And this is the, yeah, okay. So that must mean instead of cinematic, it's cropped. So most cinematic cameras are cropped. All right. So that's good to know. Regular 4K, and you can see the H.265, and you can see the speeds. So like, here's a 422, but it's cropped. All right, 400, and I've had some videos doing that, and I'll be showing that to you. And then here's, so H.264 10-bit, all right, 150 megabytes, regular 4K, 200 megabytes per second, all right. If you do the 8-bit, 420, let's see, 422, yeah. So on regular 4K, anything above 30, and it's 420. So you got 10-bit, 8-bit. 10-bit is H.265, 8-bit is H.264. Now, they got some that are cropped. That's where you see this. Yeah, 400 megabytes per second. It's cropped. Then they got the one that's 150, which isn't. So, but that's all IBIS right there. And this is a little bit different. So Still learning about all this. There's the high definition. No problem. I think it goes up to 120, but 420. Cropped, cropped, cropped. Yeah. Okay. And then on MP4, you can see the same thing. So there you go. HDMI out, 12-bit, and I think that's crop 4K. Okay. Display is 5 million. I have mine on 60, but it can go to 120. Isn't that something? And then on the LCD panel, so it's 3.2, but only 2.1 million pixels compared to 5.7 on the EVF. Top display, they have shutter and electronic shutter, focal plane shutter. I have no idea what that is. Mechanical shutter, all right, bulb, 30 minutes. Flash sync, 2-stage, delay time, 2 to 12 seconds, picture series. So they have a lot of neat features with this camera. I love the touchscreen on the back, but it's not tilting. I've tried the exposure compensation and the bracketing. Tried the different ISOs. White balance, I just kept it on auto white. They didn't have a cover for the camera on the hot shoe, but that's okay. Let's see. Microphone, I've just been using the internal stereo. I haven't been using a microphone to it. And when you do plug it in, you got to turn it on into the menu for it to work. And they got a mono internal. Headphones output is stereo. Stereo input. This is the app that goes on your cell phone. Bluetooth 4.2, folks. That's pretty good. Back then, I think they made this in 2017 or something like that. 2019, I don't know. And then the firmware and stuff. So I got the firmware 6, and the lens firmware is 3. And then they have different, so they got Leica Image Shuttle Mac. I have no idea what that is. Let's do it. Let's just download it. I think it downloaded it. I'm not sure. That's for the Mac. And then for the lookup tables. So you can download this too. And I should take it out of this mode. Yeah, it's taking it. There it did that. Lightroom tethering plugin. They got instructions. You know, I didn't get the box or instructions with this camera, so I might as well do that. Click start. Yeah, I'll get that also. So see, they have two. Okay, so I'll do this one also. LROG. Do that one. High dynamic range. Let's make it large again. There we go. So that's a pretty picture. You can. There you go. How's that? Beautiful picture. There's the church. There's the sky. Oh yeah, look at that. Basketball. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm at the Milky Way right there. And that's it. So I'm going to get out of here. Close this up. We're going to go to camera. All right. So let me move over here and show you some things. Okay. This is the S5 II. All right, and I'm going to have to get a cover like that fit on here. I don't know if it's the same one. Now you see, they have 4. Leica it's different. But anyway, I'll get a hot shoe protection for that. But the difference is with the lenses. On the Leica, I'm sorry, on the Panasonic, you do it clockwise, and I'll go from 20 to 60. You have to do this counterclockwise. Counterclockwise right here, go from 24 to 70. So this has reach by 10, but this is a 2.8, okay? Where this is a variable aperture. It's not very good. Let's see. But they do have an autofocus, manual focus. Yeah, I don't see anything else. This is where you find the nomenclature. This is the 82 diameter. Okay. On this, the way you can tell the diameter is through here, I think. Yeah. So it's a 67. Oh, and it's a 3.5 to 5.6. So it's pretty dark. This is much better lens than the kit lens right there. But here's the 85mm f1.8 and the 50mm f1.8. And the next video I'm going to put out is I'm going to show you where these lenses for Leica works on the SF or S5 II and vice versa. But this is just a quick video showing you what can work. It's interchangeable, Panasonic, Leica, but they're in the L mount, so they can swap lenses. This has autofocus. I've used this. All these Panasonic lenses work on this Leica. And then the two lenses that I have, 24-70 and then a 90-280, work on here. So previous video I did on the with the solar eclipse, I'll put the, and this one came with the UV filter. I didn't know that. So I'm going to put this lens on that camera, and I'll be using this lens to look at the moon without a filter. I mean, when it's totally blocked. You don't want to look at the sun directly. But I'll have some protective gear for my eyes. And then I'll have the 90-280 on here with the solar filter. So I just thought I'd show that to you. Just a quick video on the specs and stuff. I'm enjoying the camera, but what's hard is when you're looking at on the S5 II, you can see all the buttons. They're you can have it in different modes and stuff. You can read. On the Leica, you got to memorize. So on the back, or even on the button right next to the screen, you can change it from photo to video mode. And if you're in certain menus or in certain settings, with a combination of button presses, you can do different things. So I'm learning the Leica system. I'm liking it. I've also noticed that Panasonic has more features on the S5 II. So that's interesting also. The SL2-S is 24 megapixels, but it's built like a tank. And I thought the S5 II was heavy until I picked up this bad boy. And then when you start putting the heavier Leica lenses on, it's heavy. All of the Panasonic lenses are light. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.